The bad lover, also known as an ill-equipped lover, or what I like to personally call the needer. A person who doesn't have a life that provides them with a source of happiness, validation, or security that we all seek and need. On top of that, they struggle to provide these needs for themselves because there's no internal source of happiness or validation that they have to offer for themselves. So to answer this problem, they seek to enter into a relationship to solve their difficulties, hoping to find someone that can offer them the fulfillment that they can't provide themselves. They've come to the conclusion that in order to be happy, they need to be in a relationship, so someone else can bring them the happiness that they so desperately seek. Because they enter a relationship out of need, this creates toxic qualities like possessiveness, selfishness, jealousy, and insecurities. All these factors add up to ultimately transform their partner into someone that they no longer genuinely care about as a person, but a tool that they use to manage their anxieties and to produce happiness. What's going on, everybody? My name is John Burt, licensed clinical social worker and therapist extraordinaire. And welcome back to another session with the one, the only, the chocolate therapist. Wow, I'm corny. So, I know some of you guys are like, didn't we just talk about love, John? Yes, we did. So let me explain. After making my last video, I feel like I came a little bit short. I feel like I did a good job of breaking down some of the characteristics of good and bad lovers, but I failed to talk about how some of these characteristics manifest in the actual relationship. You may know that a bad lover is very needy and selfish, but what does that actually look like? And that's what I aim to solve today. We're going to focus on the needer, and more specifically, how a bad lover actually looks like in the midst of a relationship. So, without further ado, let me introduce you to my intro. So in the previous video you can find up here, I talked about the needer. I described needers as being dependent, needy, and deficiency-minded individuals, and that this leads to a person who is beholden to others' opinions of them, resulting in a person who is more anxious for honors and recognition, and is in constant need for others to validate them. All these things come together to create three patterns of behavior of how the needer views their relationship: transactional relationships, extreme need, and using the relationship as a distraction. So let's talk about transactional relationships. Love to the needer means being chosen and valued by another person, because this provides us with a source of affirmation we can't provide ourselves. The individual who needs the affirmation of others to feel valued must avoid being alone. This creates a motive behind our relationships of using others to avoid loneliness. When engaging others to ward off our loneliness, we transform our partners into equipment. One of the most common problems that prevents the development of an authentic, loving relationship is viewing the purpose of our relationships as something we use to serve a selfish function. This changes the purpose of the relationship, with us now entering them with the ulterior motive of having others solve our problems for us. This turns the relationship into a transaction, with the focus on what usefulness the other can provide. This is a distant motive relating to others, where we use or wish to use them. At a deeper level, we are not encountering but violating our partner, because we do not want them, we want something from them. Many relationships come at the result of extreme need, where we search for someone to minister to that need. This looks like the need for our partner to elevate our quality of life, so we search for a partner who will be our elevator. Our desire is for them to become our teacher, our therapist, or our source of a social life. With extreme need, our version of love is focused on receiving rather than giving. We don't genuinely listen to the other person or don't care about their growth. The relationship isn't based on growth or caring, but survival. Love fails when we do not relate to or care for others, but instead use them for a function. While the solution of entering into a relationship to meet our needs makes sense, it's doomed to fail, because in time our partner grows weary of constantly having to affirm our existence. With time, our partner senses that he or she is being needed and not loved. They never feel wholly known and wholly embraced because we relate only to the select parts of them. The parts that serve the function of attending to our needs. In time, our partner is driven away by the intensity and desperation of our need for love, and by a growing awareness that we have very little love to give. The tragic irony of this is that those who desperately need the comfort and pleasure of an authentic relationship are the very ones least able to form such a relationship. Because most of the time, the problem in our relationship isn't that we are unlovable, but that we are unable to love. If we don't have a sense of personal worth or a firm identity that enables us to face our fears, we will seek that safety within another person. Because love is our best mode of coping with our pains, anxieties, and fears, we cling on to our relationships. But that solution fails because it only is a stopgap. If we cannot affirm ourselves, then we'll continually need affirmation from others, causing us to use our relationships to permanently distract us from facing our fears and problems. Our relationships will become a hindrance to our growth because we haven't done the necessary work on ourselves to develop an inner strength to face our fears. I imagine this is what activist James Baldwin meant when he said, one reason people cling on to their relationships so stubbornly is because they sense once that person is gone, they'll be forced to deal with their pain. James Baldwin never actually said this. I flipped some words around. I'm sorry, James Baldwin. So before I wrap this video up, I just want to say that being an ill-equipped lover isn't binary. We all have aspects of neediness and selfishness and dependency that can bleed into our relationships unknowingly. And if you resonate with anything in this video or you could relate to, then you're not alone, because I too can relate to a lot of things in this video and have things to improve on. I intend for these videos to highlight some of our blind spots or shine a light on some of the areas we may overlook or not be paying attention to. So hopefully it did that to you, because there's a lot of shitty lovers out there and you don't want to be one. And on that note, I think this is the perfect place to wrap this video up. Before I do go, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's been supporting your boy over the last couple of months. I've been putting my heart and soul in these videos, and it's paying off because your boy just hit 100 subscribers. I knew it was going to come. I knew it was going to happen. I just didn't know it was going to happen this soon. So I truly want to appreciate all you guys who've been showing me love and support. Thank you. And if you haven't subscribed, then shame on you. Don't make me beg. Come on, just support your boy. You know you love me. You know you watch my videos every week. Just hit that little button and subscribe. Also, if you could like, comment, leave your boy a little feedback, the good, the bad, and the ugly, that'd also be appreciated. I don't know if there's anything else I can ask y'all to do other than I'll see you in the next video. So peace out and God bless. Or you can relate to something, and that's a good job on my part. Shit, what am I talking about? What the hell am I talking about? And that's a good job on my part.
Are you supposed to be doing that?
No, I'm just tripping.
I don't really know how to act.
Yeah, I know.